Leadership. What is it? What makes the truly transformational leaders stand out?
About the leader's character in understanding the teams and understanding the task at hand.
Regardless of how smart you are, regardless of the skill set and how much knowledge you have amassed over the years, if you don't have people supporting your dreams and visions, it's as good as nothing.
If you're not empathetic to your teams and how they work around tasks that you have effectively communicated, you're not able to get results.
And then there's you. You've climbed the professional ladder and you achieved some of your goals. You are successful, but you feel there's something missing. No matter how hard you try, you cannot seem to reach the summit of leadership. Why is that? In his book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There, author Marshall Goldsmith says the very behaviors that propelled you to where you are now, your drive, intelligence, independence, and goal-oriented focus might be hindering your growth and that of your team.
I remember when I got my first managerial role, I think I was about 23. I was clever, but I was arrogant, I was proud, and I learned very quickly that it's easier to get things done with people if you empower them and not be a boss to them.
Ability to gain trust from your team, trust through communication, trust through your actions. You must be seen to lead by doing the things you ask your team to do. And I think most importantly is if they're comfortable enough to trust you with their personal things, it even makes, it's a bit more merit towards that.
Purpose, the discipline of getting things done, consistency. That's it.
Goldsmith, a renowned executive coach, argues that successful people often fall victim to predictable derailers, such as the need to be right all the time.
Because we're used to doing it ourselves. Now, you have to learn to quit being right all the time and quit being smart all the time and quit thinking this is a contest about how smart you are and how right you are, and realize that I'm here to make a positive difference in the world. And me being smart and me being right is probably no longer the way to do that.
The journey from an achiever to a leader is mostly in the mind. According to Goldsmith, the first thing you must do is take a long, hard look at the man in the mirror and see what self-beliefs are limiting my growth. So how do you break through the glass ceiling to the top when the glass ceiling is you?
One thing I've learned is that the higher up you go in leadership, the more the soft skills become important. Of course, you know how to do your job. You know how to shoot a camera, how to edit a script, all those things, you know, you're dedicated, you're hardworking. But now, what differentiates the top leaders from middle management is how you handle your teams, how you build your people.
Communication is a bedrock for any kind of relationship building, be it personal or career-wise. And for me, I'm very fortunate to be practicing it every other day in my job. However, some of the improvements that I can make, as recommended in the book, is how the communication is being done. Is it being active? Are you actively listening? Are you listening to others? Are you giving feedback? That is all communication, even the tone you use to speak to people.
The first active choice you have to make in listening is to think before you speak. As leaders, we should always think before we speak, listen with respect, and gauge our response by asking, is it worth it?
It is possible that very many successful businesses would suffer with something called too much success. But it's important to remember that when you achieve something, there's always more to achieve. As Next Media, we operate in an infinite game. So it is important that we're always self-aware of where we are and how best we can get to where we want to be.
We all know when you're nurturing a plant, you have to water it, you have to make sure you have the right soil, you have to take out the weeds, you have to make sure that it's positioned to get sunlight. So as an individual, if you want to grow, you also know that the same behaviors, attitudes, patterns that actually got you into Next Media are not the same behaviors, skill set, patterns that will get you that promotion, that SMT role. If you're a general staff, if you're an SMT, that TMT role, you continuously have to learn and relearn.
The best place to be is in the now, knowing that we have the strength to move forward. As leaders, let's not let the weight of the past stop us. We need to keep moving and adapting to new challenges.
What got you here won't get you there is a call to action. It is a reminder that true advancement requires constant learning, self-awareness, and a willingness to adapt. Are you ready to level up?